really appreciate it. See you on the next one. All right, so we've been working really hard on this, and we're very proud of this part 3 of the Mississippi Barrier Islands project. It's really been a labor of love. Zach and I have been working tirelessly on this project, and I really can't wait to share it. It's really something we're super excited about.
Hey, Eric.
Yo!
You want some donuts?
Oh yeah, donuts. So if you know me, you know that I have a tendency to get a little distracted, which is why it's taken me almost 4 months to post this video. But I have a good excuse, hear me out. For one, all my cameras broke. We moved, then I sold my company for millions of dollars.
What is that, a new bear?
So that's why it took me so long, yeah. All right, well, let's just get to the video then. All right, so thinking back on like when we were working on coming up with the campaign, what do you remember?
I was art director at the time.
Yeah, so you were art director. What do you remember like how it all came to be?
Well, Sky had done her senior project and she was working as an intern for us, or you, and it was like a rebranding the Barrier Islands, and so yeah, it was pretty cool. I think you liked it. We liked it, and so we took it and we wanted to expand it to see if potential to pitch it. I believe that was the thing. The other thing I remember was that horrible song. That's the thing that just like sticks with me in the back of my mind.
So there's 4 islands. There's 4 Mississippi Barrier Islands: Ship Island, Horn Island, Petit Bois, Petit Bois, Cat Island.
LaCroix.
Not LaCroix.
Not LaCroix. LaCroix.
Which is actually in the background. Let's see. So yeah, you've got 4 islands, and I'll do a little more video about these plaques. These plaques actually are part of the creative that Sky developed, and then we had them made into wooden planks. Basically, what we thought about was that each island kind of has its own person.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty unique. That, you know, you could cater each island to a specific person just looking for a specific adventure.
Yeah, they're so close together, but they're also different at the same time, and really do have their own personality.
Yeah, and so that was part of the pitch, that was part of the project, that was part of the creative, was that all of these islands have different sort of ecosystems, or they may have things about them that appeal to different travelers, that they may want to be there for different reasons, whether it be bird watching or wildlife or just hanging out on the beach, kind of a coastal fishing type thing. And we really expanded on those with the creative in the project on kind of what these islands have to offer. There's more than what we were able to even cover.
Yeah. I remember when we were doing that, for each island, we created Venn diagrams that would basically cater, because each island has its own personality. So we created this Venn diagram that tied in with the campaign that would cater to each of those kind of demographics of people and interest. Do you remember why we worked on, like, why did we develop this Mississippi Barrier Islands campaign?
To pitch to tourism people?
Really what I want you to talk a little bit about is when we first, I guess, got the RFP from the Mississippi Tourism Department, how the Mississippi Barrier Islands idea came into play.
Yeah.
How much do you remember about that? Like,
I remember that it was Sky's senior project. She explained the whole thing to us before she presented it as her senior project. And so we had some knowledge of it. And I remember those of us that were with the agency at the time, what a great project that it seemed like. And we were all excited for her that she was going to be able to use that as her senior project, and it seemed like a really good idea. And she had thought a lot of things out. And then there's this RFP, and that idea got planted in your brain and got planted inside of this creative space here. Not just Sky trying to create something for her senior project, but then it became about a team of people that could take this thing possibly to the next level.
yeah, so really fleshing out that idea of, one step further into where it could actually be a full-fledged campaign and something the state of Mississippi could use as an asset.
Sure.
Right, to bring in tourism.
And the potential of that being implemented, it created a lot of excitement. This place went abuzz.
Yes.
And I remember that. A lot of the resources automatically were focused on, let's do something with this. Let's take this as far as we can take it, and let's see if the powers that be will bite. We'll pick it up. We throw it out there, and with no real hesitation on anyone's part. And the reason for that was going back to that it was so obviously good and a good idea, and we knew that we were holding something that no one else was.
Once we got the RFP, we decided to go for it.
Sure.
We all kind of pitched in and did, everything, any and everything that it took. We brought in an outside consultant to help us kind of like bring everything together for the RFP. So before that, we had never really done an RFP that big.
I think the RFP process was definitely something that we learned from that experience, or I took away.
Even though I completely hate the procurement process.
I think RFPs are a scam.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It did cost us a lot of money, but it was worth going through the
Yeah.
exercise. We were pitching to the tourism director of Mississippi. We went and pitched. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that experience?
I do remember it. Something didn't work in the room that we were in.
Yes.
Which is always good when your tech goes wrong.
Murphy's Law was there, sure.
So we did the thing, we pitched that guy, and at the end they said, I love it, we just don't got the money for it. Isn't that what he said?
I think it was something like that. Probably not quite that, but
I feel like that it just came back, and it could be a false memory.
actually, I remember exactly what he said.
What?
He said, when we got finished, he said, this is some of the best creative I've seen. And then he looked at me and said,
What do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
And I said, well, we want you to give us a check so we can make it happen. And he said that his budget had already been passed the year before when he wasn't there.
Yeah. But it was lining up with like the RFP for like tourism on the coast, so we figured it could go into that.
Yeah.
But
in all fairness, I know that there are logistics and there are other reasons probably why this hasn't gone through.
there's a lot of things that we're trying to fix in Mississippi. Not we are, I'm not there. I don't care what you guys are trying to fix now. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed in Mississippi, and everybody's working very hard to do it, and it's hard to fix all of the things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's be honest. There's not a whole ton of things in the state of Mississippi. We don't have most of everything that we're proud of is usually centered around food, music, culture. So there's not great natural landmarks in the state of Mississippi, and pine trees and delta. Mm-hmm. But that still doesn't negate the fact that there's a way to make this happen.
Yeah.
There's a way to put this foot of Mississippi forward, and it would be something that is a huge asset to the state of Mississippi, and it also is beautiful. You know what I mean? I think it's something that everybody in the state of Mississippi could get behind if they knew that somebody was coming down to, the Gulf Coast.
So think about this. This project, which was actually technically spec work,
Yeah, it was a spec job.
A lot of it was done because it was a senior project for Sky, for a college student.
Mm-hmm.
The islands were branded.
Yeah, it's done.
Each individual one branded with a logo for itself that would represent that island. That's a button push on a web page, on an app for that island. And it even expanded into information specifically about that island. The size of it, the wildlife on it, the beach, the whatever.
It's turnkey.
It's there. It's there. It's just fantastical that it sits there. Just sits there.
Yeah.
But no, the work is still good. The work is still as solid today. And isn't that the marker of that it has some permanence?
Yeah.
You know?
So, you think we should show the video, right?
Yes. Show the video. Show the video.
I came back in and had the video edited together, music, you had the book almost done, and then you needed a voiceover for it, so I came in and I did my chill Mississippi Barrier Islands voice.
Do you remember what it was? Remember the line? I don't know, but the voiceover at the end was pretty good.
What was that?
Mississippi Barrier Islands.
Who said that?
Mikey?
I think it was, what was it? The Mississippi Barrier Islands, find your island. That's so cheesy.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I just came back.
You're supposed to have good memory for this stuff.
I have a terrible memory.
Hey, Matt.
Huh? Hey. Who? What?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Guy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye, Scott.
So hot!
Bye, y'all.
Oh, it's hot!
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I gotta get a better one.
Bye, Mikey.
Bye.
That was a good talk. Was, yeah. Hope you learned something.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So why am I showing all this creative in this video for free? Why am I just putting it out on YouTube so that anybody can steal it? Well, for two reasons. One being, it was just fun to make, and two was I need your help in getting this video to the person that can make the decision, or if you even, well, first off, if you think it's a good idea, of some of this stuff that we've shown. We haven't shown the whole breadth of all of the strategy and creative that we developed, but we showed some of it. There's actually another video that we produced that coincided with the pitch for this campaign. I'm going to link that at the end of the video, and if you're getting to this part and don't really understand what's going on, it's probably because this is your first one to watch, and there's actually two other parts that come before this video, which I'll link those at the end too. So I need your help in getting it to the person that can make this decision happen and make this campaign come to life and benefit the people of Mississippi. All right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and be sure to share the video. I really appreciate it. See you on the next one.